All right, fight week. Jai Opetaia, Huseyin Cinkara, Ted Cofie, mate, here on the Gold Coast. Always a good vibe for Jai Opetaia fight weeks, mate. Your sort of overall impressions of this fight?
Look, it's going to be a great fight. Yes, again, the third fight week for the year, and it's a really, really good one. Obviously, Cinkara has come to fight. If you look at the numbers and the numbers alone, Jai's a clear favourite, but we're going to see what Jai can do on the night. We're looking for some of the performances he's had over the last year or two to really excel and shine, and I think a lot of people are looking at Jai as a clear favourite, but there's still a lot at stake. You've got to stay switched on when you're in these positions to be able to move on to bigger and better things.
I want to get straight to it. Some comments the past week. Zurdo Ramirez, he sort of said Jai's fought cannon fodders and tomato cans the past few fights. Your thoughts on that?
Well, Ellis Zorro, Jordan Thompson, if that is cannon fodder, then look what he's done to them. And if no fighter fights top 5 opponents in every single contest, but when you do fight the people who are a little bit lower down the ladder, you're expected to do a real demolition job, which is what Jai's done. So I think that Zurdo Ramirez is really just fooling himself and trying to, get some conversation going. But, he doesn't believe that Jai's not in his league or is not fighting competitive fights. I think he's just trying to find another way to say, stay off my back. He's been called out and he's just reacting.
What do you made of David Benavidez' decision to go up to cruiserweight and fight Zurdo, and Zurdo perhaps avoiding Jai Opetaia?
From a David Benavidez perspective, it's a brilliant move. Cinco de Mayo, two guys, two powerhouses from Mexico, pulling in the publicity and doing something really, really good. But from a Jai Opetaia point of view, very, very disappointing. Zurdo Ramirez said in his last fight that he was going to fight Jai. I mean, it's an obvious swerve. I don't believe that anyone's really afraid of anyone when it comes to fighting. We're all combatants, but, you got to make calculated moves. And I just think it's a calculated move from Zurdo Ramirez. He gets to extend his reign, extend his measure, and do something extra before he eventually has to fight Jai. But don't sleep on the Mexican monster. I mean, he may take out Ramirez. He's as big as him, and he's a very, very good fighter.
Big turnout here at the first sort of media event of the week here on the Gold Coast. Jai Opetaia's sort of star power sort of, increasing each fight.
Well, this is what happens, when you keep delivering and you become a fan favourite and a must-see TV personality. Jai is doing a lot more on socials. He's making himself available for media obligations. He's performing on the night, and he's given a lot of people on the undercard opportunities to get seen in this region. Jai, having gone to Saudi Arabia and done what he's done, and in England, he's really become a global star. So when you put that global star power alongside, Stan pay-per-view and some of these television broadcasters that can really distribute it nicely, you just get this kind of response, and I think it's very good and it's very positive.
This fight, Stan Sport, you're on the commentary team for the night. What's your sort of understanding of, DAZN sort of not doing this fight, Stan's doing this fight? Have you got any sort of intel on that?
I don't, to be fair, and I think that there was just some kind of package of discussion where on this occasion it seemed more suitable for Stan pay-per-view. I love DAZN. DAZN do a great job. I've done events around the world with DAZN. I like them. But Stan pay-per-view in Australia probably fits the Tasman fighter model a bit better and is really helping push that, terrestrial TV through Channel 9 media platforms, so Jai can be on commercials and push through social media and really extended through at least the Australian platforms. So I think it's good. I mean, from what I've seen from the media rundowns and all the documentation and conversations I've had with the guys back of house, very professional, very good. So I'm looking forward to commentating on Stan pay-per-view and doing this great event.
Jai wins this fight. What sort of doors open up? Where does he go from there?
Well, Jai's called out, all of the other top champions. Badou Jack is fighting next week, so he's going to look to maybe get the winner of that. And then, as we know, if he gets that at around the same time that Zurdo Ramirez and Benavidez fight, maybe they'll become a unification or an undisputed contest at the end of the year, who knows. But I think that if you keep winning and you're bringing out these kind of crowds, and even if you're a heavy favorite, but you're still selling out arenas being a heavy favorite. It says something about people's respect and interest in the combative style that he's got. So I think it elevates him. It puts him a step closer to the fighters that don't want to fight him, having to either fight him, vacate, or just getting in the ring and having this contest.
Nice one, Ted. Always appreciate your time, mates. We'll see you around fight week.
Thanks, Jay. Pleasure. Always a pleasure.